communication director in the office of the president. Speech writer, what do you say? How can a president leave such people behind? And we forget about the 120 team of people that went to United Nations General Assembly with the former president. We never argued. Someone is using us, Malawians. Moving number 7. In the multi-party dispensation, nepotism, favoritism, tribalism, or regionalism are not welcome or entertained. But the treatment that Chakwera is receiving can be observed that there is third force trying its best to shortchange the positive mindset of citizens. And this is true. This is true, etc. But let me tell you, Malawians, whether we like it or not, whether we make noise or not, the government is in power until 2025. And if we cannot be part and parcel of the system, then we are going to regret in 2025, because whatever wrong is happening, we are the beneficiaries. So what is important is let's be very objective. Where things are wrong, let's criticize there. But let's not just criticize because it is them, not these ones. I said again, wrong is wrong, whether it's done by that one or this one. It's wrong. But our arguments sometimes don't make sense. United States of America President Barack Obama then had to travel with his family, wife, children, dogs. His non-news reporter from London, from BBC, from CIC News, from CNN, from CCTV, ever questioned that? In Africa, our leaders are questioned just because the people that are asking are white people. And we just clap hands. Fellow Africans, fellow Malawians, let's be objective and wake up. Moving number 8. In Malaga, police arrested vendors and made them pay 60,000 kwacha each without being charged or bailed. The 60,000 went into the pockets of police officers. Which government can do this? No government. There's no government that will arrest someone and not record in the book OBK and ask people to pay 60,000 each and get released. And still, all of us are going to blame Lazarus Chakwera for this. No. Let's open our eyes. The system. Some of you remember when police were what do you call it? They were confiscating, or let me say, they were detaining motorbikes, kabaza, of people. Some police officers were heard that you chose Chakwera, go and complain to him. It tells you that there's a system that is up for something. The system is not happy with the new regime. The system wants to go back to the same regime whereby only those clique, only those type of groups should be able to enjoy Christmas in New York, should be able to enjoy holidays in Davos. They don't want anyone else apart from them to enjoy the same fruit. And mind you, this is our taxes that you and me pay that were stolen. So this war is not about you Malawians. It is about these leaders. Therefore, those of you that are patriots, let us open our eyes and see where things are wrong. And we'll be able to pinpoint at the snakes. Because this time we are pointing at wrong people. Movie number 9. Each and everything that Tonse government intends to do are jeopardized, systematically suffocated, and internally destroyed or discredited by officials in the government, so that Chakwera's name must be bad. And this is true. You can argue with me, you can fight with me, but this is true. The system that was laid 26 years ago is what is making the government of today to fail. Can I give you few examples? AIP was meant to go to 3.7 million people. It ended up to be given by 2.5 or 2.6 or 2.3 members or clients or beneficiaries. There were network problems, intentionally blocked, because someone in the system wanted to make this government a failure. Let's open our eyes. Second example, district commissioners, they are deducting money from the casual workers of development funds. This they call money for work or food for work. They are deducting them. They don't get the money that they were supposed to get in order to cause anger between you people and this government. I received the complaints from many villages saying their salary is either underpaid or it's even not paid for 3 months. I want to ask you, can President Jaguar ask the paymasters not to pay their people their dues? No. Who is deducting? These people in the system. Because they want to make this government look bad, so that all of us must hate it. Moving number 10. Diplomatic missions. Nothing is moving. Even though government has appointed or deployed new officials. Embassies, particularly in South Africa, no one is answering the call. And many Malawians are complaining that we need assistance, we need help, but no one is picking up the phone at the embassy, whether it's in Pretoria or at the consulate in Johannesburg. But I want to say something bad here. Malawians, particularly now, after this COVID-19 and the looting that took place, demonstrations, over 10,000 or more Malawians lost their jobs. And they want to go back home because there's nothing they will do in South Africa. But do you know what? Whenever they call the embassy to look for travel document or direction, they are not even assisted. Worse, Malawians who are dead in South Africa are failing to go back home to be buried decently or close to their relatives because Home Affairs is asking a paper or a letter from the embassy for them to get death certificates so that they can transfer their loved ones who have passed. But Tonse government has deployed new diplomats. What are they doing? Drinking coffee? Drinking tea? No. You were replaced by those ones because you were supposed to bring change. Bring the map or change the scenario of the new government. But you are doing the same thing. So let me say something to the new government. Tonse government and the president. You are sitting on a mat of the old system, which is doing whatever it can to make sure that you don't last. This is true, and it's real true. Well, on top of that, Malawians are complaining that they want to go back home. But when they want to go back home, they face hardships on the road, starting from the buses. Monolama buses don't even assist, but now they're stealing from Malawians. They buy a ticket that is expensive, but on the road all along from Johannesburg up to Lilongwe, up to Blantyre, up to Nzus, they are asking money to give to the bus. Then why buy the ticket? We call upon Tonse government to introduce new buses or else ask Intercape or Translux to revive their routes. Because their Malawians were treated as human beings, not what Monolama is doing today. In addition, Malawians called MUVI WACHILUNGAMO office that, can you please ask the Minister of Foreign Affairs? There are those that suffered from the looting and the demonstration that took place in South Africa, particularly KwaZulu-Natal. They cannot be paid. Government of South Africa has managed to create a cushion, a fund, to help the business people. But they are not helping the employees, particularly those illegal employees, such as Malawians. So I'm calling on the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Nkaka. Can your minister organize free buses to get our people back home until the situation stabilizes? Because currently, our brothers and sisters don't have food, don't have money to pay for rent, don't have anything to do. They want to go back home. Please assist us. Moving number 11. We go back to the topic of the day. Do not abandon the ship because of storms or currents. MUVI WACHILUNGAMO has deployed over 5,000 dogs in each and every office that we call Malawi government. Whether it's in the ministry, whether it's in the police, whether it's in the military, whether it's in the NIB, whether it's in the hospitals, every ministry, we have deployed dogs. We want to help you because we are not going to abandon you because you are met by currents or storms. We want to help you, to tell you, to show you, to expose that this system is the one that is making you not to succeed. And the 2 dogs successfully exposed what we are about to tell you, very devastating. At the Reserve Bank of Malawi, 1 dog found a pipe of money. That money is being siphoned. And unfortunately, we find that is some of you in Tonse government that are siphoning that money. Preparing for 2025 elections. But you're in the same government and you are stealing money so that you should win elections 2025. What does it mean? So if the system says you are wrong, are you not wrong? You are. The other dog was at MRI, found that money in MRI, in cash, is being transported to some government officials because they are preparing themselves to get ready for 2025 elections. Mr. President, you need to open your eyes. There are some, daytime they say they are your friends, but at night they are your enemies. Tires are ending of cars from Lilongwe to Mangoji every evening for meetings, secret meetings, because they want to make sure this Tonse government of Nyau, the way they say, shouldn't last. So someone else must come. Don't hate MUVI WACHILUNGAMO. We are patriots. We will tell you what you don't want to hear, but what you must hear. We will stand here for the truth and nothing but the truth. And if someone say, we have eaten buns, let me be straight. You are the one that are eating buns. But we will never eat buns because we are patriots. In closing, I want to say something. This movie of today is only or will be loved or liked by patriots. But the political prostitutes will not like it. Now, it's time we build our country by being honest and purists. I am Bantu Sandras Juma, Commander-in-Chief of MUVI WACHILUNGAMO. Let's develop this country. Let's love our country. And let's build on. And don't relent backwards. Thank you.